Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm just checking that I'm actually live. It always amazes me that the live button doesn't say you're live, but you are live, and you stand staring at the screen for a little while. So hopefully you can see me and hear me. I've got Darren joining me today as well, as normally on a Friday, and we've got a lot of stuff to cover. Now, what I want to do is I want to tell you the things that we're going to be covering. We're going to be talking about the betting bot, which is the binary options bot. We're going to be talking about launch dates and things like that. We've got lots of stuff to cover, and the new robots that we're building. So what I want to do is I want to jump straight in, and I want to share my screen, and rather than me ramble, I think that's probably the best thing to do. So if I share my screen, share the screen. And hopefully, can you see that, Darren? I think there is. He's got his headphones. He's down there. Can you see? Good, excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. So what I'll do is I'll come over to the Hangout first. People keep saying happy birthday, Darren. I presume it's your birthday. If I'd have known, I'd have baked a cake.
Yes, it is my birthday. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday to Darren. When he gets to his age, you don't really count the birthdays anymore. But anyway, so hopefully you can see us. So let us know that you can see the screen and that everything's working and that you can hear us and everything's not at my end. Mike Briggs says something's wrong here, so I don't know. Happy birthday, Darren. All I want to do is everybody keeps wishing you happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I want to know if you can see and hear us. That's the main thing. Can you see the screen? Can you see us? Because it looks like the screen on the video is looping. It's looping. I can see the actual Hangout keeps replaying itself. Now it says it's all good, so that's great. Well, let's have a look at what Bitcoin's doing. I don't know if any of you are like me. That in January last year, just before Christmas, I was buying Bitcoin, which I've kept on buying Bitcoin. But I bought Bitcoin when it was up at 12,000, and since then, and that was £12,000. Since then, so I think it was about maybe $18,000 or $20,000. I forget exactly. But since then, Bitcoin's had a few times it's tried to recover itself, but it constantly has been on this sort of downward slope. And I'm not going to analyze charts or anything like that. And the reason why nobody knows the reason why. That's what I want to say. Nobody knows the reason why. There'll be lots of experts out there that will try and tell you that the charts are, and this is what's happening, and this is why it's happening. Something's happened in the world over there. Some storms happened, and maybe there's a piece of news that's come out, or there's all sorts of things why people make up. I don't know whether those words make up, but their belief why it's happening in the market. But I tend to look at this sort of thing. And I think this is a good indicator. If you've got more people selling than there is buying, then in my eyes, the price goes down. So at some point, my guess is that around Christmas time, when people were buying these Bitcoins and the price went up high, they started to slowly over the months up until this point is sell. And this chart, I've noticed this speedometer here that you can see on the screen. It's been on that sell side since Christmas, so it's a bit like, supply and demand. If there's more people selling than there is buying, well, obviously it throws the price down. If you're selling apples and you've got one apple in your box and you're trying to sell it to 10 people, well, then you can ask more or less what you want because all 10 people want it and they're willing to pay a good price for it. But if you've got 10 apples selling to 2 people, then the price is going to be a lot lower, and that's what really it is. If people are selling, and I look at this, people are selling, the price goes down. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? Well, I want to come back to the Hangout, because the reason why I'm telling you this is inside Zukul, we have trading bots that you can trade practically. I don't know, there's so many coins. There's a lot of coins, not all the coins because there's too many, but there's coins out there. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Dash, the list goes on of what you can actually trade with an Autobot inside Zukul, okay? And I believe this is a great time to start those bots off. If you've got a bit of a spare bit of money, and I must say, I want to say spare money, I wouldn't want you to use money that you've got to pay your rent, your mortgage, or buy your kids some shoes with, or, you know, pay your household bills. I call it disposable income. And what that means is everything you've paid for. And if you had $100 left or $100 left, sorry, pounds or euros, and you said, well, if I was to throw that in the street, it wouldn't make no difference to my life. I could give it away to a homeless person and it wouldn't make no difference. I'd feel good, but it wouldn't make no difference to my life. It's not going to impact on my life. And I'm not going to be worrying about if I can pay my bills and feed myself. So you should only be using money when you're trading that's disposable, money that you don't really need, if you like. And I suppose nobody has money they don't really need, but I think you get what I mean. If you could buy a pizza today, you know, that's not going to have a big impact on your life, is it? If you didn't buy that pizza and you said, well, I'm going to do a little bit of trading with it. So if you was to start a robot sort of now inside Zukul, I would say that that's a good time, because what you don't want, you mustn't forget what Zukul is all about. It's all about trading now, okay? Cryptocurrencies and fiat currencies and trading gold and picking those windows of opportunity to trade. And there's nothing like an opportunity there is now, especially if you haven't bought any Bitcoin in the past. And if you have bought Bitcoin, the more Bitcoin you buy now, or the more Litecoin you add, the more Dash you add, it narrows the gap between what you've lost and what you could possibly win, you know, pick up profit. So let me carry on sharing my screen. And I'm going to close some of these windows out as I move along. And we'll get to, got my screen up again. I'll just hide that down there. So if I come,
I think we've lost. I think we've lost Jeremy. Now I'm looking at the screen at the Hangout at the moment, and I can only see me there. But I'm looking at the Hangout, and I've got a blank screen. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to assume that you guys can see me and hear me. Hopefully you can see and hear me, and we're okay. And what we'll do is I will do my bit. And then once we've got that bit out of the way, hopefully Jeremy's been able to fix out whatever he's done. I think he was trying to close some screens, and I think he's cut out his Hangout. So I'll crack on. Right, what I'll do is hopefully I'll try and share my screen. Which now this is going to be really tricky, because am I going to be allowed to? Here we go. Let's all give it a go, eh? Right. This worked so well when we did rehearsal earlier on. So let me just wait to see if our screen does a share. And because obviously I haven't got Jeremy to tell me, so I just need to chat on the Hangout for a little bit, and hopefully it will come up. And yes, it has. Brilliant. Right. Okay, let's crack on. Okay, so what I want to show you is very quickly some profit numbers. Now, Jeremy is going to show these numbers actually in his back office, but this was our sort of a plan B, which is lucky that we did it. So this is the live testing that Jeremy's been doing for the bot at the moment. So as you can see here, the first bots were tested here on the 29th of August, and they've been switched on and off, tweaked, switched back on again. Other enhancements and features and tools, as Jeremy's been giving you through the upgrades or through the updates that he's been giving you throughout the week. So you could argue that this period here may not have happened because this is when we were doing uploads, and I know Jeremy here started bots when they were still working on the actual programming. So you need to take some of these losses with a pinch of salt. However, we have still included them because they are all part of the test. And of course, you know, we need to make sure we're not over-egging the results. We need to see what real life results are likely to be. So as you can see, we started on the 29th of August. The first bot that we ran was produced a loss. The second bot produced a profit, then a loss, and then a few profits, and a couple of losses, and then a chunk of profits here as well. And to save you rushing around trying to get a calculator, we've added up all of the profit spots, and that's come to $315 and a couple of cents. Now, it's really important to understand that this is, other than Jeremy actually selecting which particular formula and algorithm that he wants to use, it is purely hands-free. There is no way that he can interfere with any of the programming at all. He can, of course, stop it, and of course, the programmer can stop it, but other than that, the bot will 24 hours trading and producing these results. So it's produced over the past 7 days.
I'm hoping it's me that's lost the sound and not Darren. Yep, we lost Darren this time. The screen's gone black, but don't worry. And can you believe, you know, don't work with children, the internet, or animals, okay? Because this is what happens when you get. Darren's come. You're going back. Your screen went blank there, Darren, and
oh right,
we lost you. And I, like an idiot, pressed the cross on that, you know, closed it down.
I thought you had.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that. But do you want to carry on with what you're doing there?
I will, yeah. I'll go back to it now. Okay. So what I was saying, oops, where are we? Just bear with me a moment. Just get it all back. So as I was saying, this is just the first full, well, it's not even a full 7 days. Like I say, the bot's been switched off. For example, today, bot's been switched off for a couple of hours while there's been like an update, which I'm sure Jeremy will explain all, and then I'll switched on again. So you see here where we've got these small profits. The bot wasn't necessarily working for a full 24 hours during this time. So again, some of these losses could have been larger, some of these could have been larger, but as a sort of a piece of work for the past, it's given us a result which is very, very encouraging. That I need to point out.
You're breaking up really bad, Darren. And people on the Hangout saying that they can't hear you, and your internet keeps you're in and out all the time. So I don't know where the problem lies. So guys, I'm asking you in the chat there if you could just tell us: is it Darren you can't hear, or is it me that you can't hear? One person said, Ginger Davis has said before that I'm echoing. Darren's gone again, it says. Jeremy, we can see and hear you. So let us know in the Hangout, guys. Really apologise about this because we've got so much stuff to get through, and this seems to be put Bob in the matter of the meter. Yeah, put two Bob in the meter. They're saying Darren. Darren is offline. They can't see Darren at all. We can't hear him. We can hear you, JR. So just say something, Darren, because I know it switches over to
hello, can you see me now? And I'm waving at you. Hopefully you can see me. Darren is gone. Darren gone here, but can hear him. Okay, sounds like bubbles.
Now.
Right.
So what was because we both got thrown out of our got thrown off our stride here. So what I want to do is I want to go through the things because Darren was saying about the robot there. So let me see, Jeremy. I saw your message. I just got to the right. So let me share my screen. Okay, share my screen because I want to show you something. Okay, based on what Darren's just been showing you, because obviously him showing you a few figures on a board doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So what I want to do is come to trading and come down to my bots. And as you can see now, just started some bots today. One of them's already in a little bit of profit, but let's go and have a look at the archive. And these are the bots that have stopped. Very first bot that we traded with, as you can see, bet one at the bottom at a minus 77. Then we had a great bot, 195. But basically, adding all those figures up is what Darren's just showed you. And I think, what did you say the ROI was, Darren, on that? don't know whether he's gone again. He might have gone. So Darren showed you the ROI on that. So this bot, I'm going to come back to this in a minute. But what I want to show you, okay, and I was going to try and do this live on the Hangout. I want to talk to you about this. If you come over to Coin Market Cap, okay, there's tons of coins on Coin Market Cap. So I'm going to look at Bitcoin, okay? Just going to look at Bitcoin. You could look at any of these coins. So you come over, you click on Bitcoin, and then what you do is you come down to markets, okay? Now, when you're on markets, you've got the price here. So if you click on price, and then click, I'm going to click it again. So on an exchange, this exchange here, you can buy Bitcoin for $2,031.49. Now, some of these exchanges on it, there's loads of them. This might not be a real an exchange you can get your money out of, okay? But you would need to investigate it. But I want to show you something because this is what we're building. So look, if you was to buy Bitcoin on there at that price, or even at this price down here, 5,800, that probably looks about right. I know this website here, Yobit, I know that, or Yobit, I don't know how you pronounce it. So you could buy Bitcoin there, and then if I click on the price again, look at that. I know that one says 13, but let's forget this exchange I know, this exchange I know, this exchange I know, this exchange I know. Look, if I go back again and get the calculator, I just want to get the calculator. So I'm going to choose this one here, 5,514.60. And then I'm going to just do that. And I'm not going to choose the top one. I'm going to go down to an exchange that I know. So I know this Lake BTC. So I'm going to do that 7,088.56. I could have made $1,500 by buying Bitcoin on one exchange and selling it on another exchange for higher. Okay, that's called arbitrage. Now, if I show you, I think I closed the PowerPoint thing, but let me know. I've got it. If I've got it here, give me a second, and I shall get that up in a minute. But look at this. You guys have got a lot of you guys have got access to Coinbase Pro, which was the GDAC. Okay, so on here it says that Bitcoin is worth £4,985. So let's just see what that is in dollars. So if I put the sterling into there, that's saying 6,456. So let's just do that. 6,456.8. Okay, that's listed there on GDAX, or the old GDAX, Coinbase Pro. If I go over to this website, lakebtc.com, go over to there. I've used this website. I can buy Bitcoin on here. So if I come up to a trade, I can sell or buy. I can sell it. Look at the last price, $7,029. I could make $572. $572, and it's so easy to do. All you do is you come up to the wallets here. You could do this manually, and you click deposit. Okay, so there's the price of Bitcoin now on this website. On GDAX or Coinbase Pro, it's actually 6,400, and on here it's 7,031. Okay, I could actually now send some Bitcoin over to here, sell it, make a profit. So if I come over to here, I could spend this £260 if I wanted to, buy that, okay, buy that. And then when I've got the Bitcoin, I just click on the withdraw button, okay. It will say select a currency. I'd choose Bitcoin. And then I'd say a BT address. I'd come back over to here, I'd copy this, copy that, bring it over to here, pop it in there. Then say how much Bitcoin I want to send over. I could send the maximum over if I wanted to, which is at rates up to 271. Click send. Once that arrives in this exchange, I could sell it and make a profit. Then all I need to do is to get the cash out of here, back over into GDAC and repeat the same system, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And I don't know about you, but to do that transaction with, obviously that's for one Bitcoin. If you were buying less, you wouldn't make as much. But for one Bitcoin, that's $570. Okay, you might have a few fees, but let's just say $500. It's not going to be $70 worth of fees, but $500, you could do that in manually, because I've done it, okay, you could do that manually, couple of hours, and you've made yourself $500. Some people have to work a fortnight, 2 weeks for that sort of money. Look, and the price is changing again, you know. So you see what we're going to be putting inside zukul. And I want to just get the the page up first. I'm just going to come here. Let me come here. Just bear with me, because I'm going to go into the admin settings of zukul, and I'm going to come down to here and open this page up, because you're going to get access to this. Okay, soon you're going to. We're working on this robot. Okay, that's arbitrage. So basically, as you could see here, you could buy Bitcoin on this exchange here and sell it on this exchange. You'd make 10%. So let's work that out. You know, if you were trading with $100, you're going to make a tenner. Trading with 1,000, you're going to make 100. So, you know, it doesn't take, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that this arbitrage has got a lot of mileage in it. Okay, a hell of a lot of mileage. Now, what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be coming back to here, stop sharing. We're going to be launching a robot that does all that for you. Okay, now I just want to make sure that this sinks into you, because this is just mind blowing. This robot, I believe, this arbitrage robot it's going to knock the every other bot that's out there, including our own bots, the binary bots and all that. It's going to knock them out the park. Okay, because if you could buy, imagine this, you see, you're going to buy, you could do this manually. You could buy, send it to exchange. So this could be exchange 1. This could be exchange 2. Okay, so you'd buy on here. So let's just say you were buying Bitcoin. You'd send the Bitcoin over to there, and then when the Bitcoin arrives, you check that the transaction's still, the deal's still there, that you could still make the profit. You'd sell it. Now, what you would have to do is draw that to your bank, wait for it to hit your bank, send it back over to here. That could take anywhere from sort of 3 to 10 days. Okay, send that back over to the bank. But because then you could rinse and repeat. But that's going to take you a long time to do. So what we want to do is, what we're going to do, okay, and what we're building on exchange 1, you can buy the BTC again. Okay, so you buy here. The system will send it over to exchange 2 and sell it there. Now what the system will do, it will now look for another coin that it can buy with the cash, because it's got fiat currency in here. It's going to look for fiat currency coins. It's going to buy another coin. It's then going to send that coin over to, say, exchange 3. Exchange 3 will receive the coin, it will sell the coin, and it could sell it for cash, or it could sell it for another crypto. Once it does that, send it back over to here and go through the path again. Okay, could keep doing that. All on autopilot. And I don't know about you, but if that made, what did I say there? Was $500? Was it $500? So if that made me $500, it was 570. If that made me $500, and that took 3 hours to complete, because obviously you've got the blockchain and all that sort of thing. You're at the mercy of the blockchain, basically. But if that took 3 hours to complete, and then I thought, well, I'm in bed, I don't know, 3 hours, what would that be over 24 hours? It would be mind-blowing what that could be, you know, because 6 hours goes by, you'd have another $500, because it would repeat the same system, you know, and as you go through, you've got, it's like $2,000, isn't it? $2,000 on a scenario like that, and it's just mind-blowing. It really is, that the amount of money that can be made from this arbitrage. And I can't believe when I look, and I've looked on the internet, I can't find a website or a robot that does arbitrage. You can find websites that will say to you, yeah, buy it here and sell it there, buy it here, but they leave you up to you. They leave it up to you. You've got to send the money over. You've got to do everything. Well, all of these exchanges, practically all of them, all have what's called API. Okay, API keys. You already use them. If you're a zukul member, you use the API keys. API keys that you've got at the moment will view and trade. You know, you set them up there. We will want you to set them up to view, trade, and withdraw. we're not going to withdraw the money to our wallet. What we want to be able to do is withdraw and send it to an exchange and buy coins on your behalf to make you a profit. And really, what this robot, if I was to sort of, you would look at the screen. You could look at the screen and you could see, oh, I'm running at a loss. Oh, I'm in a profit. Oh, I'm running at a loss. I'm in a profit. And it could be go, because every time it buys, if you start here with I don't know, $10,000, say, if you started here with $10,000, the minute it buys a coin, well, you minus $10,000, but you now got a coin. But the system's going to say, oh, you're at a loss at the moment, because we want to get you cash, because you can't, you want to be able to pay your bills and things like that, or maybe a new pair of shoes or whatever. You need to start collecting fiat currency. So I don't want to get too technical with it, but this system will put you in a loss, put you in profit, put you in a loss, put you in profit, put you in a loss, put you in profit, and it'll only stop when it reaches the ROI you set. If you set in there and said, oh, I want an ROI, and I want, I don't know, 20%, the bot will keep working. It might hit that 20% within an hour or so, or 2 hours. It might take it 3 days to get to there. But you would set the ROI, because obviously nobody knows what's going to go on the market. If you watch all these YouTube channels, me and Darren were discussing, there's a few guys we follow on YouTube, and really they don't know. They make it sound like they know what's going on, but they don't. Nobody knows what's going to happen. The charts will tell you what's happened in the past, so it doesn't tell you what's going to happen in the future. And this is why this arbitrage bot, you would have to sit there. If I go back, if I share my screen, because I've tried doing this, I've tried setting up a spreadsheet. And believe me, I love a spreadsheet. I keep everything in spreadsheets. And if I go back over to coin market cap, and I go back a few screens here, okay, this is how many. Am I still on Bitcoin? Yeah, I'm still on Bitcoin. Go back. I'm going to go here to coins. Look, there's 1,921 coins. Okay, so let's just go down here and let's just choose Tether. Look, I'm just randomly picking Tether, for example. Okay, so I could say to Tether, let that load. Hopefully that's going to load, and my internet's going to slow out. We're still okay for time, I can see, because we got
we're okay. Playing catch up now.
Yeah, we're catching back up. I don't know what's happened to my screen here. Tether's not loaded. Let's try again. Tether, come on, Tether, load up for me. There you go. So at the moment, it's saying here $1.01. Well, that's an average, okay? Because where do they get that price from? Well, if you go to the markets, there's loads of prices here, okay? So look, if I do this, I put it there. So the highest price I can get it for is $1.86. The lowest price I could buy it for, look at this, 0.009941, and then let's put the highest price, okay, 1.86. I could make £1.85 or $1.85 on buying the coin on an exchange, a cheaper exchange, and selling it. Of course, I'm not saying that exchange is, well, I know that exchange, hit BTC. Who don't know that exchange? Okay, that's a genuine exchange. So I could go and buy Tether on there, and I could sell it on this website. Okay, so if you go back, and now you can, there's just so many more coins that you could look at. There's no way on this planet, even if you wanted to do arbitrage, you'd have to pick half a dozen coins. It would send your head mad trying to get all this going. Our bot can do it for you. Yes, Darren.
Keep it on there. The point that Jeremy's making here is that, okay, he's talking about Bitcoin, and not everybody's going to have 10 grand knocking around. However, by using Tether, everybody's going to have $10 knocking around, and by buying $10 worth of Tether, you're going to all of a sudden make it 10 times. You'll turn that $10 into $100 simply by using that system. And so that's why we're explaining that it doesn't matter what your entry level is going to be financially. By using this bot, or even doing it manually if you want to, then you're still going to be able to make a profit, because when you're sort of trading financially, then you're taking a bet. Whereas when you're doing this, you're only going to be clicking the button because you know what the result is going to be before you click the button. You're going to make a profit. So I just wanted to make that really clear to people that, you know, you don't need to have an awful lot of money to do this. This is really going to be a bot that anybody's going to be able to use.
Yeah, exactly. You the last bit there, you were talking, I could see your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear you. It was like a puppet. But believe me, this I'm blown away with arbitrage. You know, I discovered it not that long ago, and it's a fantastic way to make money. And you know, inside zukul, let's just run through what you're going to have. You're gonna get access. People have got access to trading bots that trade crypto against crypto, fiat against crypto, crypto against gold. We're now introducing the binary bot, and people are going to want to know how they're going to get their hands on that. And we're going to tell you that in a minute. And then we're going to be introducing the arbitrage. I personally think the arbitrage, there's nothing going to touch it on this planet. And when people see it, other companies are going to be playing catch up to get a bot like we've built. And we're building this bot, and you know, we're talking for launch date now for zukul. Okay, we're looking to be launching the end of September. Okay, officially launching the end of September. We're hoping to have the arbitrage bot in before that launch, but if it's not, it will come just after the launch. We've got the binary bot. We're still in the final testing. We want to test it another week, okay? And then it's going to be released. It's going to be released. Now, who are the people that are going to get their hands on the bot, the binary bot? Do you want to cover that, Darren, or? Yeah,
I shall try. I'll try so long as I can stay in here. Okay, so who's going to get the binary bot?
Lost your sound there. Your sound went. I can hear you clicking, but I can't hear you talking.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you might have to cover it. I'm in, out, in, out. I'm doing okey-dokey over here.
Yeah. So Darren's lost his sound. Okay. So Darren keeps cutting out. Yeah, we know that. So I do apologise. Right. So look, who's going to get their hands on the binary bot? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get rid of this stuff that's on the board, and the binary bot is going to be ready. It's ready now, to be fair. It's ready now, but we want to test it a little bit longer. We may test it for another week, maybe only a few days, but you know, we're not going to release it until we're pretty, you know, we're certain that it's stable. And I don't mean it's guaranteed to make you any money, but it's guaranteed that it's stable, that it's making a connection to the, you know, to the actual exchange that it's working with, and that it can make the orders, okay, place the bets. Now, what I want to say is, if you've got any questions, put them in the chat here, put them in the comment in capital letters, okay. Make sure you put them in capital letters, and then we'll come back to that. So, who's going to get access to the binary option bot? So this new bot, okay, I'm going to write new bot up there because I'm dyslexic and there's no way I'm going to be able to spell binary, okay? So I'm going to put new bot. So the first thing that these first two people, or these first two categories of people, will be the first two that get it, okay? So we've got the founders. You'll know if you're a founder. I've got a post on Facebook. The gold spots have gone. But there's still founders positions available. I'm going to make a new post, okay? So you'll have a week if you want to be a founder. A founder is going to get access, okay? Then we're going to have leaders, okay? They're going to get access. So what determines a leader? Well, I'm working with an Italian group, and I've got some other leaders that here in London that I'm working with. And we're going to be telling you all about that, those particular leaders and what they're going to be doing for the business. or what they're going to try to achieve for the business. So those leaders and the founders get access. They're the number ones, okay? They're the number ones. They get it first. Now, you could become a founder and you can become a leader. What makes you a leader, okay? A leader has to bring in 100 directs, okay? 100 paying directs, not 100 leads, 100 paying. So you would have to have 100 people underneath you. And you might say, oh, God, my God, that's a tall order. That's what would make you a leader, you know. Leaders will bring in 300, 500 people, 1,000 people, no problem, okay? Because they'll go and spend solo ads, or they've got a big list already, they've got a big following already. So a leader is quite easily can do that. So if you want to get in as a leader, and you know, maybe you can't afford a founder, or they've all sold out the time you want to get them, you can become a leader, okay? The next thing we're going to do, okay, is we're going to pick a winner. I'm running a competition, and I'm going to make a post about this competition. I'll let you know the details of the competition. One person will get that and will get access, okay? The rest of the people, the rest will be by invitation only. This bot, the new binary bot, is not going to be available to everybody. I'll be totally honest with you, because these systems, these binary option sites, they make their money by people losing. They're not going to let us connect a bot and have thousands of people use this bot. So we're talking with them to tell us how many numbers we can get in, but basically they want to see how successful we are. They're hoping we get it wrong and we lose. But we ain't. We're getting it right and we're winning. So it won't be for everybody, okay? It won't be for everybody. I'll be choosing people based on what they do in their business. If you're a couch potato and you only want to join for trading, well then that's okay. That's okay. You can use the other bots, the arbitrage bot when it comes out. You can use the bots that we already have in there. If you're a person that wants to try and build a big team and be a leader, you know, as soon as you hit 100 directs, paying directs, you get in. If one of those directs drop off, you have to find another one that's paying. You have to keep that number. Has to be 100 active. As soon as 1 or 2 drop out, you have to find 2 to replace them. So 100 directs, that's what makes you a leader. Or, of course, you can come in as a founder. You can pay to come in as a founder. Founder will get access to it. The founders, actually, these founders and these leaders, if you're one of those, they get everything we bring out, they're going to get access to it because they've showed a bit of faith in the company. These people are working their socks off to build the business up. These people have partied with cash and said, you know, we believe in what you're doing. We want to help the cause. We use the money that they give us to help pay for programming and all that sort of stuff, you know, because these things cost money to build. We have to pay for programmers. We have to constantly raise money. Once we've got thousands of people into this business, these people are going to be so glad they became founders. But in the beginning, while they're waiting for the business to build up, the founders are going to get access, okay? They'll get access. The winners, we're going to choose some winners, okay? I think we're going to choose, I don't know, I'm going to say 1 for now, but we're going to run a competition. The competition will come out next week. Not quite sure of the details of the competition. All we know is we're going to do a competition and give it to winners. We're also going to be picking people from invitations. Now, what I want to tell you as well, that's something that we're working on, is we're working on putting a product, okay, a product on and I think, see how dyslexic, put the V first, JVZoo, okay? That is obviously linked to PayPal. There will be 70% commissions. Basically, it's a product, it's a trading product that myself, Darren, and another guy, and I should be telling you, I should be getting him on a hangout, hopefully within the next week or so, that we're going to be working on. That product is for us to sell, to lead people into Zukul. but you can help promote it. Of course, we think we better put it on there because it picks you up PayPal money quickly and a bit of cash. So you could be killed 2 birds with 1 stone. You could promote this product down here and find yourself that you're a leader because all of a sudden you've brought loads of people into the business. So this is a great little product that's going to be coming on JVZoo. So we are looking for a launch date the end of September. Okay, that's what we're aiming for now. We're going to have the new design hopefully going sometime next week, the new design internally. Okay, we've got the external design on, new design going on internally. The binary bot, we're going to be releasing that. We might start releasing it to a few more people down there, you know, the rest of these down here, these rest of these people. When we know from Pocket Options what they're happy with us to bring in, you know, they may turn around and say, yeah, you could bring in a couple of thousand, we're not worried. And we don't know. What I do know is if you've got a Pocket Options account, don't do anything. Just watch Darren on a Wednesday, do some trading, okay, with the demo account. Please don't waste your money. Please don't risk money, especially money you can't afford to lose, okay? And Darren's going to be doing some of that on Wednesdays. I'm going to be doing some live training as well. I'm going to be doing some 15-minute trading. So I'm going to, maybe I might, it won't be next week, but I'm hoping to start the week after. And that is, I'm just going to do live Facebook broadcasts, 15 minutes, trade for 15 minutes, see if we can make some money, but with real money. I'm going to be doing it. I'm not going to be spending thousands. I'm going to be doing $1 bets, $2 bets, $1 bets, maybe $5, something like that. But I'm going to be doing some live trading, and hopefully in that 15-minute window, if you want to trade with me, and maybe Darren will do some as well, you'll be able to copy us, okay? You must come with an open mind. We can't guarantee we're going to make you money on those live trades because that's what trading's about. But one thing I want to say, and it's a shame that Darren's, we're not sure if his sounds any good. But one thing I want to say that I've noticed with what's happened, we've taken zukul, okay, 2014. We've gone through many turns and twists on this road, this journey. zukul, you know, somebody made a comment on one of my YouTube things saying, oh, it's Jeremy's brought out another product. It's now trading bots. It's quite comical. And you know, I referred him to Richard Branson. And, you know, Richard Branson started off selling music, okay, in his university. He now has Virgin Records. He has Virgin Media, you know, the mobile, Virgin Atlantic. He has Virgin Money. You can borrow money off him. Virgin Car Hire. He has, I'm sure there's stuff that I've missed, but there's about 50 companies that the Virgin brand is being put to because he's diversified and got into markets that he finds a gap in the market and says, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go in there. And this is what we were doing, you know. The days of MLM, for me, I don't want to be in the MLM market. I want to be in the trading market. I want people to make money from trading. And I notice now when I go into the Telegram group, and I'm amazed really, because most of the people watching this, and I won't say all of them, but most of the people watching this have become trading experts. Amazing. You know, they talk about charts and they're saying, oh, Bitcoin's had a dip here and there. And I'd never seen that before. These people have learned so much just using the zukul trading crypto to fiat bots. They've learned so much. They're starting to understand what's going on in the market. And I even said, oh, I've had 5 sales today. Yeah, that's because there was a dip in the market. Did you see that Gold Saxman's released this article and it pushed a few people to sell? They're becoming experts. They're becoming experts in trading. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to feel that you're comfortable. Get out of your comfort zone and be a trading expert. I'm not going to say you're going to be a multi-millionaire by next Thursday. But you see, people, when they trade, they make mistakes because they don't know what they're doing and they panic. They make mistakes because they get greedy. They make mistakes because they get agitated, okay? But we want to teach you how to not do those mistakes. Of course, you're going to make mistakes. We're only human. But if you speak to any full-time trader, they don't get emotionally involved or connected, you know, because otherwise they'd be so stressful, they'd be dead by the time they're 30, you know. But this is what we want to do inside Zukul. We not only want to have robots that do the work for you, but we also want to make you become trading experts. You could sit in at a dinner party or at a barbecue or down the road, down the pub with your friends, and you can talk, and you'll be way above them. You'll be way ahead of them. This market, this cryptocurrency and blockchain is just in its infancy. You're miles ahead of the majority of people out there. And this is what we want to do. We want to educate you inside Zukul to become a trader, not only for cryptocurrencies, but commodities, stocks, shares, so much. We're just tipping the iceberg. Zukul, I believe, has done an amazing transformation, and I ain't going nowhere. I will be here until I'm taken out of my box. I will be here, providing I've got breath in my body. I'm going to be promoting, I'm going to be pushing, and I'm going to be diversifying Zukul and making sure that it fills the gaps in the market. I think we're in a brilliant position. If you want to get access, either become a founder, okay? There's still founder positions available, or you can become a leader. If you're a leader watching this and you say, I know I can bring in this many people, I could do that, it's a walk in the park, PM me on Facebook, connect with me on Facebook. If you believe you're a leader and you want to know a bit about the compensation plan as well as how you can make money trading, because we still got a foot in the MLM world, because we've got an amazing MLM compensation plan. But we're gearing ourselves. No longer are we concentrating on the compensation plan. Compensation plan to me is a bonus for somebody, because the trading is where you're going to make serious money. And those players that want to risk a bit more than, say, the next person, they're going to make their bucks. If you've only got 10 bucks to trade with, that's all you need. You can trade with 10 bucks. If you've got 10,000 bucks that you want to trade with, you'll make serious money. I would only ask you to do one thing and one thing only. Please only use money that you can afford to lose. I'll say it again. Only use money you can afford to lose. Don't get into trading and say, I'm going to put my life savings in it because I want to buy my daughter a new car, and I know if I trade, I could just raise that extra $10,000 or £10,000 to get her the car she wants, or I want to pay for her wedding, and I've saved up £500 or $500 so far. I just need to turn that 500 into 10,000. Don't do it, because I'll tell you, your mind will be in the wrong place. You'll be chasing, and when you start chasing, you start losing big time. Our robots are going to try and eliminate as much of that as possible for you, but we got to live in the real world. A robot cannot tell the future. It cannot tell the future. It doesn't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It doesn't know what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Nobody does, or no thing knows that on the planet. But our robots work on algorithms that will look at the charts, look at the movements, work on a few signals and trigger points, and it trades on those trigger points. And 9 times out of 10, it should hopefully get it right. But, it might be 60% of the time it gets it right. Might be 52% of the time it gets it right. The main thing is that it gets it right enough times to make you a profit. That's what it's designed to do. But you can't guarantee that. We're coming up to, we've got 7 minutes left. So I'm going to go over to the Hangout. I don't know, how's your sound, Darren?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ah, fantastic. Right. I've been doing some twiddling of whatever the settings are, so hopefully I'm good for 7 minutes. Whilst I've been going through, I've just gone through some of the questions. This is in no particular order, but Iger Wittmann, it's not necessarily, well, it is a bit of a question, but it's more of a suggestion. He's saying, have you considered actually doing arbitrage within an actual exchange? He's using Coinbase as Pro as the example, where Euro buys Bitcoin, Bitcoin buys Litecoin, Litecoin buys Euro. I haven't looked at that at all, Iger, but it's something that I'll take away and have a look at, definitely. Because obviously, like you say, that would make it quicker.
Yeah, with the arbitrage, obviously the bot's not going to just look outside of the exchange; it's going to look inside the exchange as well. But from experience, there's not really, because otherwise you wouldn't need all these different exchanges, would you? Everybody would just trade in one exchange. And that's where, you know, it's very unlikely that would be possible to make a profit, because that would be the first thing people would start doing easy, wouldn't they? They wouldn't need an arbitrage robot, because they wouldn't need to say, I don't have to buy any Bitcoin, I'm going to stay in this exchange, buy and sell something, buy and sell something. There's no spread there. So it couldn't, I don't believe that's possible, you know. I see a question there, Darren, what I'd like to address, if I may.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go back to it. So there's a guy here that's put in capital, Gabrielle. Gabrielle is saying, Jeremy, if I promote the binary bot, people will come and they want access directly to this bot. I'm a little confused here. So I'm not quite sure what you're confused about, but you shouldn't be just promoting the binary bot. We're promoting the trading bots in general. And again, if somebody comes to Zukul, okay, everybody has got the ability to have access to every bot, which I just explained to you. Now, it's a bit like if you go into a restaurant, you've got the entire menu on the restaurant. Now, providing what you want to pay for, okay, providing what you want to pay for is what you want to get. Okay, so if you want to pay for the dearest steak on the menu, they're going to bring you the dearest steak on the menu. So it's the same for us. Anybody coming into this system, into Zukul, to get access to these trading bots, if they buy the starter package, well, it's obvious they're not going to get the gold bot. If they buy the starter package, they're not going to get the crypto to crypto bot. So those people, would they be disappointed? No, they need to upgrade. It's the same with the binary bot. Everybody is going to be able to have access, but not everybody's going to get access because it's not within their grasp. They put it outside their grasp. Become a leader, you promote people, you bring in the people, you'd get access to it. Be a founder, you'd get access to it. You know, you could win a competition, get access to it. We will be letting other people come in. I never said that we're not going to let other people in. We have to be 100% sure that pocket options of how many they want us to go in. But also what you need to think of, we're constantly looking now, and Darren's already made a list, we've got to check them out. I think of about 20 binary sites, 20 binary sites that we're going to be able to connect to. So what we might do is with pocket options, we might say, right, pocket option says we can bring 1,000 in. We'll let 1,000 people have that. Now we've done it with that website, we'll plug into another binary option site. We'll talk with them. They say, you might only be able to bring 500 in. Okay, so we'll let 500 go in there. Might talk to another binary option site, and they say, you could bring in 5,000. Right, we'll put 5,000 over there. This is just the start. Don't believe for one minute that we're going to just stop here at pocket options. This is the first one. When we launched the Zukul first bot, we just dealt with GDAX. Now we've got 5 exchanges. We're looking to add 11. So it's just the start. You know, this is not, so I don't know why you're disappointed because you promote this business, promote it to people that are interested in trading, interested in getting their hands on some trading bots. So we've got a couple of minutes left. If there's any more there, Darren, I'm just going to have a swig of water.
Yeah, there's somebody who's just asking results on the arbitrage bot. I think that basically the arbitrage bot is not built yet. What Jeremy's explaining to you is the principle behind what arbitrage is and how obviously you can profit from it now if you were to do it manually, but also is explaining to you what would happen, basically the principle of how the arbitrage would work. So I don't know that there's anything else that really needs to be added to that. So the arbitrage bot will be released, will be built, but obviously it's not running at the moment. We're focusing on finishing the binary bot at the moment.
Yeah, and Charles has just said there, pocket options sign up, talk, conclusion about sponsor reached yet. So as I said earlier, Charles, just don't do anything with pocket options. If you've signed up, stay signed up. You know, if you read their terms and conditions, it says you can't have 2 accounts. Okay, so don't do anything. They're going to move people for us. Okay, but they're going to tell us how we're going to do it, and we'll give a button in the back of the office there. Click that button, and you'll be able to, you know, it'll all be done. Everything will be okay. Okay. But what I don't want to do is people to jump the gun and start saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and start giving advice to other people, you know, saying, oh, open up another account, withdraw your money out of there and send it over there. Stay in where you are. Stay where you are, okay? You don't have to worry about anything like that. Will founders be in the funnel? Of course, the founders in the funnel. Founders stay inside the funnel. Have I lost my internet? Have I lost you, Darren?
No, you're okay. You're all right.
I see the hangout turning there. So
yeah.
Founders will obviously be in the funnel, and they're closer to the company. So founders are placed closer to the company so that their business builds first. Okay, I don't know whether it's stopped. I think the hangout's actually stopped, but we come up to 8 o'clock now. So is there anything you want to cover, Darren? But it looks like we froze on the screen.
Yeah, I think we might need to quit while we're winning.
Yeah.
The fact that we're both up and running.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then. So I want to say to people, thank you very much for joining us on the Hangout today. Keep an eye on all the normal social media things for updates and your email. And we'll see you next week on the Hangout, maybe Monday, Wednesday and Friday. We'll try and get back to that routine. So we'll see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend and happy trading. Love you. Bye.